And welcome along. Today we are taking a first look at Grizzly Mountain. This is a logging focused map. It is by FDR logging team and is available for PC, Mac, PS4 and Xbox One from the in-game modhub or from the Giants modhub or the website the Farming Simulator website mods section. A link is in the description if you want to check this map out yourself. And this is the point at which we spawn in, which is really cool. I'm liking this map straight off. Great to see a pure forestry map so early on in the life cycle of FS19. So this is brilliant. I've got high hopes for this map, and yeah, if it's good, I think we might go and do something on it. But first, we need to have a look around it, and we start off with a really cool place. So your spawn point is called Old Bill's Cabin, and it's in the middle of the woods, and I like this. I like this as a spawn point. I like that you're thrown immediately into the middle of this. And we've got the Mahindra, we've got the Retriever on here to have a drive around in. So let's have a look at the overall map. We'll go through how things are priced up and the cost of everything. But as you can see, almost pure forestry map. There's an area called Grizzly Farms at the bottom right hand corner of the map, and South Wing Lake. We'll go and have a look at down there in a bit, because that is that's interesting to me, is exactly what sort of farming could be done on here. But it looks like a really detailed, really interesting forestry map. You can see it is pure forestry. So yeah, I'm gonna end up at Grizzly Mountain, I think, is where we're gonna look to go for. But let's head down to Grizzly Farms and have a look at what Salem's Marsh and everything is down that way, and go from there. So start her up. And away we go. Now, as I said, pure forestry map this, and as I would expect, nothing less on a map like this. The detail is absolutely brilliant within the forestry. Plenty of shrubs and grass and different textures, and that's the kind of thing on this kind of map is gonna make or break it. You can't have on a forestry map, you can't have an uninteresting forest underbrush. And you can see here that it is in no way uninteresting. It's a good distribution of trees. It doesn't feel like things have been placed, the trees feel more random and more like it's stuff that's grown. And it's just a nice looking forestry map. Very flat at the moment, is my initial thought. It doesn't feel a lot like a mountain map. I think we may, if we look in that direction, you can see that it does get a lot higher. So I'm expecting as we head the other way, we're going to find that it's quite different. Now this is the marsh over to the left here. I just want to have a look at how this has been done, and that's actually pretty cool. Lots of low-level water that you can drive through. Really quite nice. Oh, tree there. Let's back out of that. As normal, doing a first look, I've not got the vehicle extension on, so me going into reverse might take me a moment. But yeah, I'm liking this marshland. This is a good bit of detail here, and it's an area that definitely is flooded, has dead trees in it, which is brilliant, and yeah, just a really great looking area. I'm liking that a lot, and yeah, lots of standing water, and just generally a great area and a great bit of detail to the map. Absolutely fantastic. We came back because we needed to come back to get across the road here, and we got rocks and bits sticking out, but this is the obviously well trod bit of this map, which is really quite interesting. Onto gravel path, and this is Grizzly Farms. So interesting. we do have what appears to be a sell point here. So this is a sell point at Grizzly Farms. We have, so this is actually a fully functional map. That's animals. So while it is a forestry map, if you clear forestry area, you can. I'm guessing that is a sell point. We'll check what the sell points are at the end of this. But that almost looks like a wool or you know, or milk sell point there. And then we've got one final sell point here as well. So there are 4 sell points here. So we've got at least a load of basic sell points on the map down here. So I'm intrigued as to find out what those are. But it does look to me like if you clear areas on this map, you can build a farm and do that with it. And it's flat enough. This end, in all fairness, this end of the map, this is flat enough that you could cut down trees and do farmland. Whoa. It's very skiddy on here. I don't know if that's this this Mahindra, but it's yeah, that's the second time I've sort of skidded out. I'm impressed by that fact. And that certainly explains why this area of the map is as flat as it is. You could put a farm down here really quite nicely and do a proper start from scratch. I mean, you know, absolutely start from nothing and build a farm in the area would work really, really well on here. So down here, we'll head down this bit next. This looks like this is, well, appears to be the major sell point on this map. Yeah, this is the Grizzly Mountain Sawmill. Again, we go across the river here. But you can see a good sell point. I'm liking the wood sell point here. You need to sort of unload or tip stuff onto that. That's absolutely brilliant. And then I'm guessing over here, yeah, there we go. That is our sell point for wood chips. So liking that a lot. We have a sell point round here as well. I kind of wonder if we, yeah, I'm not sure what that is marking a sell point for. So we'll have a look, check at that in a minute. We have the shop icon there, so that's where you go to buy stuff. I'm guessing we also have a workshop around here somewhere as well. Yeah, there we go. There's our workshop point. Looks like fuel is here as well. So yeah, proper sort of store area for logging. So getting into the woodland and the forestry side of things there. And now we're going to start heading up into the mountain and just sort of see what that's like. I'm liking the placement of the trees. The trees are placed really, really well. I would not expect anything less from FDR. FDR logging team has been making forestry maps for Farm Sim. Certainly as long as I've been playing the game. It wouldn't surprise me if they've been doing it longer. We're beginning to get a little bit of height and a little bit of variety to this map now. And I do like that. I really do. That the bottom half of this map is open to you to do some farm work if you want. Is absolutely fantastic. Not the reason I think most people would download this map, but that option is there. That option, if you want to do the proper homestead, start from nothing, clear the trees, make your own fields set up, this map would do it. And you can do it, which is fantastic to see. So we're going to go straight on at this point. We are going to come back and go this way, that other way in a minute, because that takes us up to the top of Grizzly Mountain itself. But you can see a lot of it is very much the same on here. Good access road, nice looking access road with plenty of trees around it. Again, we're still quite flat up here, which I think is a small disappointment I have. Forestry maps I've done in the past have had a lot more variation in their elevation. Yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed to see it being so flat, even though it's on different areas. And we've got a load of, whoa, quite deep rivers here, as you can see, leading to this area here. That was really much deeper than I was expecting there. It is a spectacular looking map in places. Really, really beautiful. Right. Whoa. We don't want our vehicle to conk out in the water. There's a lot of potential on this map. I think it make a very, very nice, a very nice logging map. If you want to do sort of a logging setup with FarmSim, absolutely a great map to do it. I do kind of wonder what logging start from scratch would be like, and I think we might have a try at that. We might see if we can have a go at that. We did have a try with a map in FS17 doing something similar, where we started with absolutely nothing and just tried to build our way up. And I think a start from scratch on here would be really good for that kind of thing, because your equipment outlays and everything early on are so much smaller. Right, so this is the roadway up to the top of Grizzly Mountain, and it's yeah, we're getting a bit of elevation. The roads are not, I would expect the roads to not quite be so wide, I think is one thing. This feels like a well-placed road. There's not quite the roughness and the difficulty in this that I would hope or expect to see from a forestry map in FarmSim. These roads feel a little too well trodden. Especially, whoa! Oh wow. Okay. Way! Right, so I've got myself back up here. That came really out of the blue, that, and just sort of across here. So that actually, I love that this exists. That is there, and that is just as difficult to get across as you would expect if you weren't paying full attention. But it's again, you're then left with some very standard roadway going up here, and it actually makes me feel slightly more or slightly more disappointed in that this road is as easy to navigate as it is, because to have a little bit of like that is almost a tease. I am loving it up the mountain here. This does look absolutely grand, but it is this road just feels a little too well maintained, a little too well worn for my liking. Does look like an amazing place to come to up here, and I think I'd like an observation post or something up here as well. I think that's missing. All in all, though, wow. All in all, not bad at all. I do really quite like this map. It is a really nicely well thought out forestry map. It is a bit flat for my liking. There is a little bit too much flat area. I would like to see it a little bit harder to do a farm setup on here, or less of the map to do a farm setup on, if you wanted. But it is nice that it has that option. But yeah, it is a great looking map. So there we go. Yeah, let's go. Let's head back to the Mahindra and let's go and have a look at what starting equipment we have, and what the sales points are, and what we have insofar as the cost of land and things like that. So into the shop and into the garage. So here we go. Here is the starting equipment. Very interesting starting setup. Just the man truck and the lizard pickup. We added, as I said, we added the Mahindra. So it really is. This is on New Farmer as well. So that is your starting equipment. Really, really interesting that you get a little bit of equipment like that, and not much else. I don't think we have. No, we don't even have a chainsaw. So the first thing you're going to want to buy with the 100,000 is a chainsaw. But yeah, really, really simple. Next to no equipment you start with on here. Next thing for us to have a look at is let's have a look at the fields, or the I shouldn't say fields, but the price of the areas on this map. So if we look at the lands we own, so you start off owning that whole area down the bottom there, which is 178,473 for that area. Salem's Marsh you can own for 76,000. This whole top of the mark, that whole area here, that is 152,000. That's quite incredible. Small area here for 33,000. 45,000. So your prices of your land, not huge amounts either. So it is a great map actually for doing a start from scratch from. You could own a good chunk of the map. You could get a good starting chunk of the map and start from scratch, and have enough money to buy a decent forest harvester or something like that. Really, really quite liking the possibilities of this as a start from scratch forestry map. I think it would just work brilliantly at it. So yeah, that looks wonderful. Sell points. So we do have 4 sell points listed on here. We got the barn, the ranch, the sawmill, and the spinnery. I believe those are the 4 that we saw down the bottom. We'll have a look in a moment. So the barn, you can sell all manner of grass and straw and things like that. The ranch, you can sell eggs and milk and all of the standard grains. Sawmill, you can sell wood chips, which we've seen before, and the logs as well. And then the spinnery will take cotton and probably wool, I would have thought as well. Yeah, cotton and wool. So very, very basic sell point setup. If we zoom in here, we can have a look. So we've got the barn, the ranch, and the spinnery down there. And then this here is the sawmill. The actual sell point being about there-ish, but yeah. So that's all good. Yeah, really good map, I think, for start from scratch. Really good map for me, I think, for like 1 episode a week, so like a Forestry Friday. So we will probably look at doing something like that on here, I think. Would work really well for that. For now, though, oh yes, so in conclusion, yeah, looks like a good little forestry map. Little too flat for my liking in places, but otherwise, yeah, should work well, especially if you want to do forestry start from scratch. It is available from the Farming Simulator in-game mod hub, or from the Farming Simulator website, the mod hub on there. And yeah, go check it out. I think it's worth checking out if you want to do a bit of forestry. For now, though, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.